Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hmm. So, well, and you. Learners, I am doing well. I cannot complain because ultimately I know that anything that I'm going through is just a season, and I think about other people. I'm always thinking about somebody else. Somebody next door may be worse off, and here I am complaining. Who am I to complain? So each day we are faced with challenges, but none greater than the day before. So, yeah, that's my answer, the long and the short of it. I'm not complaining, but yeah, I struggle just like everybody else. I mean, it's just a matter how you deal with it. Who is in here? King Sai. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. I am doing fine. I'm blessed this day. And if you all have been following the vlogs, I kept telling you it's raining. It's Friday, y'all. It's still raining. It's like Noah in the flood. So, yeah, it's still raining. It's crazy. And I don't have very long borrowed time because it's raining. Kids have been in the house all week and they are going, and I'm going right along with them because it's just, yeah. I love the rain, but sometimes it's like go outside and be a kid, do something. So, yeah, we had a big trip planned and it is going to be postponed due to the rain. And they don't know what it is, so it's not a disappointment to them. Well, kind of it is. They they didn't know where we were going, but they were doing something to get to the end of the week. So we're going to have to do something else to make up for it. But who knows? There's always tomorrow. Little learners, that is true. I am doing what you were doing a few months back. Submit to Christ says, Mama Vicky, how are you? Vicky says, doing very well. Thank you for asking. And you? I'm okay. LOL, I can't complain. Yeah, I can't complain. This seems so foreign sitting here. I don't know. I forgot. When was the last time I've been on live? Has it been that long? Did you guys miss me? Do I just come on here to entertain myself? I don't know. It just feels like out of place. Hopefully you all enjoyed the chats because I wouldn't want to occupy anybody's time if it is not benefiting anybody. So let me present to you what I have. And I already failed. Let me check one thing. All right. See if I can do this really quickly. I was supposed to check something before. I started. Not a big deal, but I just like to be on top of it. So let me see. Submit to Christ says September 4 was the last time. Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, that was a long time ago. A lot has been going on. Yeah. Yes, I do. They are very helpful. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, a lot has been going on this month. I didn't even realize I've been this busy, but apparently I have been. So, because of that, I had wanted to present this earlier, but I just didn't know my timing, and I'm glad that I didn't, because um, it just wouldn't have been a good, um, it wouldn't have been a good chat. I mean, I have already done so, but to give you all enough time um, when not, there wouldn't have been enough time for you all. So, okay. All right. First of all, I want to ask you all, does anybody read? I know everybody is in this mom life. Let me go back to answer. Looks like I homeschool. Yes, I do homeschool. But does anybody read? I'm a reader. I just want to know if anybody else reads. Yes. Okay. And I don't know, what kind of time you all have, but I did present you all with a book earlier this year. And I will sit down and just read cover to cover most things, because I just want to get it out of the way. Some things I have to digest in little bits and pieces, but for the most part, I do set aside chunks of time, even if I have to stop for a few minutes and come back to it. So, for pleasure, not really. If you mean for pleasure, not really. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. I'm just a reader in general. So, but I do read a lot for education. I am always reading. It's something magical about a book, and especially a good book. Not all books are good books, but when you find that good book, it's like, wow. Um, all right. We are talking about unexpected crossings. So I want to ask you all. Somebody, everybody, define faith for me. What does faith mean for you? Sometimes we hear I want to, try to do better, or I am doing better, or I, desire to be faithful in any situation. And, everybody has their own definition of faithful. And it's just a matter of where your heart is, where your head is. Um, Sometimes we feel frustrated when we think that our gifts and our abilities are not being used fully. That is a test of our faith. And as frustrating as it may be, it is a test of our faith. And it's only for a season. And so, that's where I'm headed. Faith. I'm going to throw something in that happened last night. Okay, now I remember the chat on the 4th. I was talking about, we are in a season now where I have a child that is not lining up. And I read from them there's a great series that we read from. And I was reading I picked this particular story. It's really 1 or 2 pages out of a book. And very short stories. It's called Stories That Grandmother Told, I think. I think that's what it is. Anywho, the particular story that I told last night was about a test of faith. And it was telling the children that if you are a child of God, you need to put your faith in God, trust God, because He will never fail you. And so I had this child, and we always do this, but that story just kind of brought it home for her. I said, you see how all of this happened in this story? And this person was faithful. I said, do you believe you are a child of God? And they said, yes. And I said, okay. And I said, you know how you have been having difficulty with doing your schoolwork, and it frustrates you, and you want to not do your schoolwork? And they said, yes. And I said, do you think that you could stop right now and pray and ask God to help you in the morning, and every day you continue to do the same thing? And we have our devotions and our prayer. That's how we start our day. But I wanted to prove this little tidbit to her, and they said yes. And so I said, okay, well, go ahead. And they commenced with the prayer, and there was a smile, and I said, okay. So a little while ago, we just kind of finished up some stuff. We had a couple of kids had a review on something, and we did some spelling. I didn't say anything, but halfway through the review, it went fine. I didn't even say anything. I was just watching, and just leaps and bounds, the answers were, being written on the pages, and I'm just like, and so when they finished, I said, we moved on to the next thing. Couple pages, no complaining. And I said, do you remember the story we read last night? Mm-hmm. Do you remember what I told you to do? Mm-hmm. And I said, so what did you just do? And it was just the biggest smile. I said, God came through for you, huh? Mm-hmm. I said, so when I tell you that you need to be faithful because you are a child of God, you have to remember that and apply it, because it came true, right? It was a miracle. That was the connotation in the book. And just, again, the biggest smile. So I was just like, wow. And that's coming from a child. So just a little bitty things. But sometimes, are you saying hi? Sometimes, we feel like we are just being challenged. We're being challenged in big ways. We sometimes feel like we're just treading water and we are waiting for our real life and our ministry to begin. Well, guess what? This is real life. I know I could sit for hours and tell you all stories and things and you would not believe it, but it's real life. And sometimes I'm just amazed by what I go through, and I'm still standing because I don't know, maybe if I heard it from somebody else, it will probably seem a little bit unbelievable or just unfathomable, or just, I would look at them, how are you still standing? And I get that question a lot when people hear, to the depths of what I have to tell them. They look like wow. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but everybody has their own story. You need the floor? You have something to say? Did I stop you? Be careful, don't fall off the chair or the stool. She's waiting patiently till she turns 4 in November because, she's reading already. But she says when she turns 4, she's going to just get her books and read all by herself. She's going to do everything by herself. I thought I would tell y'all that. Anywho. Let me go back and read these comments real quick. Vicky says, like checking out a novel or something. I read the Bible, homeschool related articles, something I'm reading for the kids, etc. Okay. Hebrews 11:1. Did I spell her name right? Zion, Zhayan. Yeah, I read. Like I said, I read lots. Just sometimes I'm reading I'm reading things for understanding. I'm reading things homeschool related. Something for the kids. But I always make time to read for myself because I'm writing, and when I write, I need inspiration. If I don't read anything, I'm stuck. It's like I have writer's block. I can't draw from anything. I'm not taking any ideas, but I've always been like that. I've always been like that. I have to read a good book before I can sit down and write anything. It's just like learning grammar before you learn how to write. You have to learn the grammar and mechanics. All right. So, back to my question. Does anybody, can anybody define faith? That, what faith means to them? Please submit to Christ. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. 2 Corinthians 4:1. Oh, thank you for that. Foot is going to sleep. It's so dark in here. So, okay. Let me get down to this. But yeah, I have to read for my own. Reading is, I don't know. Reading is just, it's life for me. So, what I want to challenge you all with, okay, I'm just presenting this. I want to challenge you all to make a difference in your faith for Christ, in your family, in your community, and throughout the world. Tati's Place. Hi, love the channel. I'm glad you stopped by today. I'm the same way. I need to read to get better inspired. Faith comes by hearing. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Tati's Place does have a channel. Check her channel out. It's awesome. But yes, I want to challenge you all. Okay. I sent you all here in the beginning of the year, desiringgod.org. I'm going to leave a link in the box after the chat. So go back, come back, or just don't log out and let me put the link in. That way you all can get the book. Free book, free download. The book is 178 pages. Therefore, we will commune in 1 month. So I'm not sure it'll be October 29th, although that is a Sunday. That may be a good day, but I don't know what's going to happen on October 29th. But in a month, I'm going to leave that for a month, because I know the last time when I left Mom Enough, a lot of people did not have a chance to read it. I don't want to hold people up, though. So if you want to get in on the discussion, I'm going to give you a month. And we'll come back in the month and sit down and discuss this book. But desiringgod.org. It's a free download. The book is called Faithful Women and Their Extraordinary God. It's by Noel Piper. This book talks about 5 extraordinary women and their faith. Faithful in the mundane, the weakness, the humility, the suffering, and the loss. It may be something that you cannot read in one day. Break it up by person so you can digest it. But I'm telling you, once you read about these people, and some of you may be familiar, I'll give you names in a minute, you should be able to identify yourself and at least one of these women. The reason I am challenging you is because we all face unexpected crossings. Not all of us have books written about us, but that does not mean we don't face the unexpected. The things that these women did and accomplished, looking at the mailman, their faith, wow. It just gives me that much more to keep going. The lives that they changed, starting at home. The first person is Sarah Edwards. The next one is Lilia Trotter. The next one is very popular in the homeschooling community, Gladys Aylward. Esther Ann Kim is the next one. And the last one is Helen Rosie VR. Or Vayar, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So yeah, a lot of families do have their children read the biography of Gladys Aylward. And I can about say that might, if you are familiar or you're not familiar, her story alone may bring you to tears. The title of the book is called Faithful Women and Their Extraordinary God. Let's pull it up. This is the book. So that's what you're going to see when you download the book. And like I said, it is a free download. Yeah, take it. That is 5 people. We have, what, 5 weeks? Yeah. So, and it was really, once you start reading, you, it's not a hard read at all. But you may want to take some notes and things like that, so that when we do come back and discuss, you can, kind of just tell what you identified with, or what you thought was, extraordinary about them. Like I said, what you can identify with yourself. Um, yeah. So hopefully, the book will be a blessing to all that read, and those that are not in the chat but want to, catch this on the replay, on the video. Just leave me a comment. Let me know that you're going to, read the book. Let us know that you're going to read the book, and then come back when we do convene and do the book chat. So, yeah. And if anybody has any other suggestions, if you have any other good books that are free and downloadable, that way nobody has to worry about going to buy the book, share. Share. I'm always looking for a good book, whether it's something I've already read or something I'm just, I don't know about. I love to share good books. I will, at some point, I haven't even shared this room. I'm getting there. But I want to share my bookshelf that I'm getting ready to take out of this room, because it's just too many. But I want to share some books that I do read and enjoy. So I will get to that point hopefully soon. Let's see. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Indeed. Indeed. I'm telling you, I have to, that mustard seed faith, because some days I don't know if I'm coming or going. I could just give up on, now don't take this the wrong way, but life. Because it's just so much. It just seems so overwhelming sometimes. And it's like, I look forward, I look backwards, I look sideways, and it's like, okay. But I know that, the obstacles are supposed to be above me. They're supposed to be on purpose. And I have to strive. I have to strive. If everything was easy, what kind of person, what kind of people would we be if we just never were challenged with anything in life? I don't know. Some people, I know we all go through things. We go through struggles, whether it's financial, relationship, health, family, friendship, and things like that. And then it's just, I'm hearing, depressing things, and I don't know, that disappoints me. And it really does. I'm not judging, but it changes the way that I look at people, because I'm like, where's your faith? Where is your true faith? Things are not going to be easy. This is not Sunday every day. The book is located on desiringgod.org. I'm going to put this link in here and there. There's the link, but I'm also going to link it in the description box. So yeah, I just, it just really, I like to, I stop and pray for people when I come across situations like that. Or people, it just, people I don't even know, because it's like they need faith. Their faith. They're wavering in their faith. And a lot of times you don't even know it. But that's what that is. I waver in my own faith sometimes. So, yeah, if you have, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, same thing. You come across, you have friends that you go through, whatever. Just know that that friend may be wavering in their faith. That may be why the relationship is not the way it used to be, or not the way it should be. Kind of give people grace, but also help them out. We're supposed to love our neighbor. When we go through trials, it shows how little faith we have when our response is wrong. Exactly. That's why I don't come on here to present myself as perfect, all knowing, and have it all together. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. I tell you all, when we're going through stuff, we're going through stuff. Whether you see me or you don't see me, we're going through stuff. I can't get into the personal of it, but it is a lot of stuff. And it's just, if I sit here and dwell on it, I would be sitting here crying all day. Seriously. All day, every day. I cannot live like that. So I have to have faith that everything's going to be okay. Not that it's going to be the way I want it to be, because it's already been written. The Most High is ordering my steps. Okay? I just have to have faith. Tati's Place says, sorry, somehow I got logged out. So you're proposing that we read this book. Yes, Faithful Women and Their Extraordinary God. And we will come back somewhere about October 29th and discuss the book. Our response have to be different. I'm learning to do that. Submit to Christ. Yes. Your response. Your response. A lot of times something may happen. I might not react to it. Because I can. I have to soak it all in. And it's just, I could say, oh, I can't believe that what happened to me, or I can't believe this what happened to me, or, everybody has trials and tribulations, and it does not stop. You're going to go through trial and tribulation after trial and tribulation. That's what makes you stronger. Yes, it does make you stronger. Exactly. Watching, just, the family dynamics and things like that. Having to deal with the children through certain situations, and then having to deal with the child that almost lost her life. And then what happened after that, it's like, I can't take anymore. I should have been broken a long time ago. I don't know how I'm still standing. I really don't. But all I can say is faith. Faith. I have kept my faith thus far, and that mustard seed faith is really all I have. It may be, if it's a financial situation, hey, I have to count it on faith. I can only do what I can only do. That's just how it is. And you know, I always think back, okay, I have to be smart about this. If I got in this situation before, I'm not immune to it again. I know what got me in this situation. When I come out of it, don't get back in the same situation. Some things are inevitable, but you are supposed to grow in your faith and learn. Submit says, I also think as women, we put on a mask and pretend as if things are all right, but it's not, and we end up blowing up because it's just too much. Come unto me, ye all that labor, and I will give you rest. Yes. Matthew 11:28. Yeah. Definitely. You cannot hide. From it. Because it will show. It definitely will show. Definitely. And I don't, like I said, I don't, when things happen in, you know, with the children and the schooling and the things like that, I don't let them, they don't see me sweat like that. Because I have faith in them. And I instill that faith in them. And if I let them see me just break down like that, where is their faith going to come from? So, it is your, that true faith is what you desire. True faith, not the artificial kind. Oh yeah, I believe this and I believe that, and then the minute something happens, it's a pity party on Instagram, it's a pity party on Facebook, it's a pity party on YouTube. What? Like I said, I have to shake my head on people. I pray for them immediately, but it's like, you have no faith. And then it's a lot of times those that are coming on portraying like they are the most faithful of all, and here when the going gets tough, they are the ones that are broken. Like, don't do that. Don't do that at all. I'm not going to ever tell you all, you know, like I said, everything's fine, everything's perfect. Nobody has asked about the positivity or anything. I would never tell you I'm always positive. I'm positive, but I would never tell you I'm always positive. Things happen all the time. But, yeah, that's just like...
Can we stay out?
In the mud?
No.
No, you can't go in the mud. You can stand on the porch.
Okay. Why don't we can stand
on the porch. Only so you won't get wet. Yeah, I don't dwell on negativity. That's the thing. This is why honesty among women is important. Once we let go of the emotional response, we can change what happens. Exactly. Do not let that emotions get into you and charge you. Yeah. That's why a lot of women don't have strong friendships with other they don't have strong friendships with their girlfriends. You know, girlfriends, not girlfriends, but it's because the emotions, you know. Some people say, oh, my friends are in a circle. Y'all, I don't even have a circle of friends. My friends are in a line. I don't keep that many friends. We are in a line, and I'm not saying they're lined up behind me, but we are in a line. Because I don't have time for the negativity and the pity parties. Don't call me just because you're having a moment and this, that, and the other. You know, because it may be me calling you, and I need you I need to lean on your faith. Tati's place says, my brethren, count it all on joy when we fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Yes, I love James. That's James 1, verse 2 and 3. So, indeed. Say hallelujah, God is so good. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, I have to keep a line. And, you know, sometimes people don't understand. And I get that. They don't understand me. They don't understand where I'm coming from. I get that. You know, I don't understand where some people are coming from. But I understand faith. I understand true faith. Because I can see it. I can see the outcome. I can see. You can see through people. Okay? You can see through. You can see if their faith is truly working. And what they are doing. And what they're telling you. And what they're showing you. And it's whether or not you want to receive it. You know, is what will draw you, you know, to people. Strong friendships can be accomplished, but the foundation has to be onto the Lord. Amos 3 and 3. How can two walk together if they don't agree? So it can be accomplished, but we must first be honest. Exactly. Exactly. You all know I will, you know, if I have something to say, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it with it's intentional. There's a lot of things I don't say because I just, you know, there's just no point. But it's intentional. And whether you take it, how you take it, that's on you. Some people are offended easily. I cannot help that. Because there may be things that you may say or do that may offend me, and you don't even think about it. You just say or do it, you know. But I will tell you, hey, this is what I thought of this. Is this how you meant to come across? You know, I don't know. Some people just cannot explain themselves.
I want some now, like.
You need to hold on. I am going to get off of here in a few minutes. Few minutes, okay? Can you wait a few minutes?
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. No? Why not? Come here. You cannot wait, but you want something from me. How does that sound? Not good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go take a seat and wait a few minutes, okay? Whew. The little girl is so Marvina. Hi, Miss Marvina. I have the book. Thank you. Well, thank you. So yeah, I see a couple of you all have downloaded the book already. Good. And this is, you know, this is a good time of the year to just slow down and read. Anyway, I don't know. It's the end of the year, and you want to get your mind in the right place. And you shouldn't be doing this for, you know, New Year's sake, but the new year is coming, and it's time to think about, okay, have you accomplished what you set out? I don't know if you all start the year out with goals or, you know, desires or wishes, you know, to accomplish for the year, but, you know, the year's almost finished. You know, and now is a better time. I always say don't start anything new until like March. Let the year roll in, because you can make a lot of goals and all kinds of stuff, and things happen, especially from January to March. Okay, and it's not even feasible a lot of times to start that during that time of the year. Wait till everything has settled down and you have time. You have to sit on the stool or go get a chair. So this is a good time to reclaim your faith.
When shoes are untied, I tie them.
When shoes are untied, you tie them. But where are your shoes? Oh, but you know what? Which reminds me, we need to go buy shoes. I don't know.
It's okay if shoes don't have names.
It's okay if shoes don't have names.
What you want, the front one or the back one?
Submit to Christ says we have to ask ourselves if someone told us the truth about ourselves, and we will be able to handle the rebuke. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Exactly. 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 I'm not. Everybody. I think everybody is more critical of themselves than anybody else. But truly, I would like somebody to tell me, you know, something.
Is it the front?
And I'm not saying, you know, everybody has flaws, but if you see something, let me know.
The front yard or the back?
On the porch, on the front.
Okay.
On the porch, and that's it. Wear your shoes. Put your shoes on and go to the porch.
Leah, put your shoes on.
Yeah, indeed. Let me know. It may be something, you know, you can't nitpick for small things, but if there's something that you think that would help improve somebody's living, or, you know, increase their faith or something like that, then by all means. By all means. I was telling somebody about this. Okay, I am in a chat. Settle down. This, what do you call that? That ratings button. I don't care about that button, but you know, when I see, I appreciate the comments and the feedback and things like that, and the thumbs up. I guess that lets me know it, because the buttons don't tell you anything. You know, I wish they could tell, you know, why you like it, you know, or why you dislike it. When I see that thumbs down, it doesn't bring me down. I would like to know why you press that button. One. You know, what could I have done to make it better?
Thank you.
You know, let me know. Don't just press that button out of spite. You know, if I didn't explain something well enough, if I, you know, the camera angles were wrong, if I, you know, explained it too much, you know, let me know that. Let me know that. All right. Put your shoes on and don't get in the mud.
Okay. I wanted to.
But you have one, right? What did we talk about? Being grateful for what we have.
Leah, you get one now and you get one later.
Because we know this stuff right here is not good for our bodies, right? So we can't just overkill on this candy. Because the dye, remember?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Blue color.
Go have a seat or go play. Layla. Somebody said hi, Layla, to you.
Wait.
They said hi, Layla.
Hi. Her name is spelled wrong.
Well, that's okay. It's spelled Layla.
Where?
And some people do spell Laila. All right.
I hate my name being like that.
No, you don't. Whew. I need to do hair. Alright, so let me go back to what I was doing. I used to, but I stopped doing that because things can change, especially when you have small children. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Layla is a character. So, yeah. That kid and her faith. Thanks for the correction, Tariq. Tariq is the little spelling bee. So, and then here comes the little one bringing up the rear. She no longer wants to be Z-H-A-Y. We have to call her Z-H-A-Y-A-N. I'm like, okay, Zion. So, yeah, no nicknames. She's a big girl now. Oh, goodness. But, so that's where we are. I'm every day, continuing to strengthen my faith and also instill that faith within the children. And, sometimes it's obvious ways I can do it, and sometimes it's not. It's just something that happens, and I have to point them to the, the direction to look to say, hey, that was faith. That was just divine faith. And they get it. They truly get it. So, aha moment. So, yeah, I've been, some may not have a reason why they don't like your videos, or some may have an issue with you, and that's how they express it, by disliking you to commentary. Yeah, and yeah, to each his own, but I'm just saying, and everybody has said that about that button. That's why I say it doesn't do anything for us at all. All it does is give measure to my presence. So, either way, up or down, it's going to make somebody wonder why, whoever selected, whichever option they chose. So they're going to watch it regardless. It's not going to persuade anybody. And I think that's what a lot of people think, because they see, okay, if I do this, then people won't watch. That's actually not true at all. So, yeah, go figure. Oh, boy. Anywho, so like I say, a lot of things I keep to myself because it just is not worth the trouble. Those of you that appreciate, and you draw something out, you take something away. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the feedback, and that's something I do. I've been thinking about addressing. I'm not seeing as much feedback, or yeah, I'm just not seeing that much feedback. So I don't know where you all stand sometimes. So that it's kind of hard for me to as far as what I'm putting out, it's kind of hard for me to determine, because I don't see any feedback or little feedback. So that's another thing I encourage you guys, just leave me your feedback. Don't hesitate, because you all are what keep the channel going. If I go through a period of not putting things up, some of the vlogs are just, some of the videos are just vlogs. But if I don't have anything to really talk about, it's because nobody has given me any suggestions or any feedback or anything, or let me know that it was helpful. So, but I'm not giving up. I have faith. I have faith in you all. I have faith in the channel. It's not like it's plummeting or anything, but it's the feedback. Touch's place. Thank you. I enjoyed this chat. Actually, this was my first live chat. I must go now. 10 in my 7. Yes. Unfortunately, this was not in the schedule for today, but I will look into that book and get back. Thank you. And you know I will be around, even though I may not always comment. I am always on your channel. Okay? I do comment. I will leave that like. But hopefully you will be able to join us when we do convene next month. You all take care. So, anywho, kids on the porch. I gotta get off of here and get them. It is actually lunchtime for them. So I have to go and feed the kiddos lunch and do something. I have to do something. I don't know. I need to sit down and take a break. That's what I need to do. But I'm always doing something. I have a couple books stacked up that I want to read. But yeah, it's like there's never enough time in the day. The days go by so fast. So I will see you all, and if you share anybody that likes to read, wants, needs to pick me up, struggling in their faith, I encourage you to point them in the direction. And I will see you all in a month, and I will put out a notification. I will schedule the chat in probably a couple days before I do it, but that way you all won't miss. But just know that things are going on here. I'm trying to get vlogs out. Yeah, but there are some things going on, some heavy things going on. So for anybody that is in need, I am praying for you all. I have talked to many of you all, and I have not been able to reach out over the phone. I wish I could just send a mass text, but I've been thinking about everybody and praying about everybody, literally. Some of you I have been able to talk to. Others I have not. But, yeah, we're going through it too over here. So, shalom. I'm going to try to make cookies. Alrighty then. Enjoy your cookies. I think you'll do just fine. I know. We connect through Instagram. I like the idea of the book chat. Until next time. Okay. I was listening, but trying to get dinner prepped. Vicky. And Vicky, I need to... Are you on Instagram, Vicky? If you are not on Instagram, I would like you to email me. Email me. Yes, maybe. I'll actually read something. Just for me, LOL. I'm not sure about the digital download though. What is that, an acorn? A green acorn? Oh, okay. You're not on Instagram. Okay. Email me. And the link, it is on my page. If you go to my home page and the about, just one email. I want to contact you. So, yeah. So when you get a chance, I don't want to ask somebody else, but because I don't do that. But I would like to. I would like to talk with you. So I will check. Yeah, I check my emails periodically too. I can say that too, but not all the time. But I know I'll be looking out for it. But just a quick email, just so I can have a contact. All right, you all enjoy your dinner, enjoy your cookies and whatnot. Somebody wants to bake a cake. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do that, but we shall see. You all be blessed. Until next time, I will see you